Hello, and welcome to Business Activities. Okay, now that we have an idea of what a business is, how it's made up, and so on, and then also we have a decent idea how a business kind of works through its marketing, basically, by trying to come up with the price, promotion, placement, and the product of a business. Now it's time to start talking about the internals of a business. What makes up a business internally to, actually, draw these profits? Meaning, what type of activities are going on inside the business that need to be there to support the business to get its job done, in lack of a better term. All right. So we're going to talk about business activities, and we're going to go through some of these activities. Once again, why is this important? I probably have a slide on that a little bit later on. By understanding what, all the different activities going on inside the business. Sometimes we call these things business processes that are going on inside the business. These are the things that we can look to help automate in the future. By automation, sometimes we take something they're doing manually and automate it. And in doing so, we can do it faster, quicker, more correctly the first time. And then with that, that saves a lot of costs. So it's important we understand some of the activities going on inside of a business. So, business activities. Every business has many activities slash processes, like I stated, that make a business run. As an IT professional, it's important to understand the basic activities. Like I said, these are the things we may be looking at to help automate. And by automation, hopefully make it more efficient and effective and less costly. And by making things less costly, obviously more profits. Make sense? All right, let's get into some of them. Every business needs to deal with their human resources. Human resources are their employees, basically. And so when it comes to employees, based upon the size of the business, usually there is some type of human resources group that's actually taking care of this. This group, for instance, takes care of the job analysis and job design, the recruitment and selection of employees. Really shouldn't say retail employees, but of employees. The employees' training and development, the performance management, compensation and benefits, labor relations, and managerial relations. Human resources, everything about the employee, okay? Based upon the size of the company, if you're a large company, you could have human resources could be of a group of 20 to 30, 40 people, maybe even more. Small companies, human resources could be something of two, three, four people. Okay, for Cincinnati State, for instance, we have a human resources group, probably comprising of about 5 to 10 people. And so, with that, that's what they do. They focus on that. Those are full-time jobs. All right. There's a lot of things that go on in human resources, and some of these things that go on should be considered uh, big time in a sense of how technology can help support what they do. All right. Customer service. Just about every business has to deal with customer service, no matter what the product or service is. Good business live or die by customer service. Customer service helps to secure new clients and promotes referrals to your existing clients. Customer service departments outline frontline staff provide existing customers with direct contact that offers solutions to issues with bills, faulty products, or shipping errors. I'm sure all of you have dealt with customer service one time or another. Isn't it frustrating, though, if you're dealing with customer service and they know nothing about you? They don't know nothing about what you have purchased. And so, good customer service is when you call somebody, they know everything about you, they know what you've done, and they can handle the issue right then and there without having to send you off to somebody else. To get that information in front of them, they have to have that data and information. Guess where that comes from? Yep, us software developers developing the software so they have that information. So once again, it's important to understand what customer service is. They live and breathe by the customer. It's estimated that, it's easy to get the customer, but it's really hard to keep the customer. And so there's so much that goes out in getting a customer. Once you get it, you got to really focus on keeping the customer. Okay, and that's a whole nother, what do you want to say, uh, directive or not directive, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm so sorry that a business needs to think about. And so when it comes to the marketing aspect of business, the cost associated with going out and finding new customers is one thing. And all those strategies, that's the term I'm looking for, strategies of getting a customer is one thing. But then there needs to be strategies of keeping the customer and costs associated and the marketing associated with keeping that customer there. And usually it's done with the customer service, taking care of their people we finally got into the building or we got to buy our product. Make sense? Once again, why are you learning this? The whole idea is that you need to understand what a business is made up of so you can figure out how technology can leverage it. How could technology help a business keep their customers? Accounting, this is a biggie. In essence, accounting boils down to tracking the money you take in and out of the money and the money you spend. For businesses that deal with small number of transactions per week, periodic data entry may be sufficient. For big business, though, we're talking about high number of transactions. So accounting is all the debits and the credits and the general ledgers, if you ever heard of that before. The accounts receivable, the accounts payable, and so on. It's keeping track of the cash flow. Cash flow is everything in business. Okay? Being able to pay the employees on time, being able to pay their bills on time, knowing when certain monies are coming in and they can expect those monies so they can balance their budgets and balance their books to keep the business running. Accounting is everything to a business. From an IT professional's aspect, you need to make sure you understand that. Accounting is everything. If I sat back and said, do I recommend certain courses for you to take to complement your technology degree? Accounting, financial accounting would be one of those. Understand how cash flow works. By doing so, you can talk to the business a little bit better and really find unique ways where technology can help in that cash flow processes. Budgets. As part of the managing finances, implementing a budget can keep down costs. If I ask for a show of hands for everybody listening to this video, how many of you have a budget, a home budget? A few of your hands may go up. But for the most part, that's what we live by. Businesses live by it even more. They generate budgets each and every year, and then they live by those budgets each and every year. Those budgets usually mean, based upon the type of corporation you are, the plan for the profits associated with that, either from a sole proprietorship or an LLC, all the way to corporations that are public corporations, like a Procter and Gamble. So in larger businesses where multiple departments may engage, budgeting and keeping up with those budgets is pretty much what the finance departments do each and every day. Sales. Sales is the heart of all business. Obviously, we got to sell our product one way or the other. We do that by implementing our marketing plan based upon the 4 P's of marketing. But then we have to have sales teams go out and actually generate sales. So depending on the history, sales may hinge on dedicated sales teams that develop prospects into clients, perform demonstrations, and maintain contact with your existing clients. Regardless, sales is, how we get people in there. Maybe it's just placement, and there is no big sales team. They sell it to the retailer. So if we make a product, we may sell it to the retailer and make sure that retailer is positioning our products, at the right place. So we sell more products. Does that make sense? And so once again, what kind of technology could a salesperson have to help them do their job better? There's all kinds of things out there, all kinds. Marketing. Very few businesses can survive without marketing. I don't need to go in this too much. We just did a whole slideshow on it. So a good marketing plan should seek to maximize exposure of your business to the target market. We talked about this. So the marketing plan, for the most part, is the combination of those 4 P's of marketing: the price, promotion, placement, and product. And so the marketing plan is how to take those four and answer some of the questions that we talked about in that particular video, and then put a plan together to attack. All right. Those are some of the basic ones that you'll come up with, activities, I should say. And those are some of the basic activities that come up with the business. Again, why is that important? Well, by understanding all the processes that go on internally, once again, okay, you get the idea of where technology can actually support it. That's what we do for businesses. We support a business to actually make money. And in doing that, we need to understand what they do, how they do it, what their business is, their products are, and the internals of the supporting internals, if you will, to actually generate those sales and hopefully those profits. All right. We as technology people, we as software developers, build the technology to help support it in today's world so they can do their job quicker, faster, and more efficient, meaning with less mistakes. All right? Get the idea? All right. Next thing we're going to talk about is the business plan, kind of putting all this together.